the floppy drive Meccano car. Let's get some distance on it. So this is a car built out of Meccano, and that's mechanism underneath is for the steering, which is rack and pinion steering, which is quite nice. And at first I thought the drive motor here, there's a drive belt blocking the view on the camera which runs from it, was a CD, out of a CD player. But having looked at it a little bit more and searched things, I'm now pretty convinced that it's a floppy disk drive, and the floppy disk would be centered over that component, that part here, which spins nicely. There's some pictures linked with the Atari, but I'm not quite sure that's what it would be. But a 7¼ inch floppy drive. So before we had hard disks, we had floppy drives. Now, I'm not likely to be able to show this running very quickly, because what I need to work out are what signals I need to send to those pins. So the pins there on that connector are labelled G, M, 1, 2 and S. It could be 12 volts and signal. This is likely to be a 3-phase motor or a stepper motor. Underneath this disc there will be coils, which is the stator part. And by energizing the coils in a particular sequence, you'll get this to turn. There may even be Hall effect sensors in there to detect the turning and the speed, so you can control the speed accurately. And what we need to work out are what signals are needed on those pins to make the motor turn forwards or reverse. It's branded as Sankyo. Now, Sankyo are a manufacturer that will have made these motors for a range of other products. So it's not necessarily in the Sankyo branded anything. So it would be somebody else's floppy drive that it ended up in. And so that's the bit of the circuit board that we can see. Not a lot on it, not many components, no chips as such. If I zoom in on there, we can see just a few surface mounted components, a couple of resistors there, CY 472, L5, whatever they are. I mean, I could look those up and identify it, but that's not particularly important. They'll be to control or filter the signals that come in through the pins, because remember, it's driving coils on here. So there we are. If you know anything and can get that information to me before I find it somewhere myself, that would be very useful. I think a stepper motor driver is what I require. I can program one of those or get a program for the Arduino boards that I've got, and a little motor shield on that. You can also buy stepper driver modules, which will drive stepper driver motors, which you can control the speed of those from. So a whole range of ways of driving this. And then you have the floppy disk Meccano car. Interesting little object. It would be nice to get this curiosity going.